Good morning, students. Last time we did the Green's theorem and the surface integral. Now, in the same connection, in the same reference, in vector calculus, next lecture we are going to discuss about the volume integral. It is your well-known topic. So let us look what do you mean by volume integral? Volume integral, any integral which is evaluated over a volume bounded by a surface is called the volume integral. Okay, any integral which is evaluated over a volume bounded by a surface is called volume integral. And in the previous lecture, you have seen what is the meaning of surface integral. So if V is the volume bounded by a surface S, then mathematically we can write like this: under triple integral over V stands for volume, phi xyz dV r, and this integral either this or in this shape, the triple integral V over vector f dot dV r called the volume integral. So usually there are two types of the volume integral we evaluate in mathematics. One is this, another is this. If we divide this V, this volume, into rectangular blocks, like we will look the example of cube or cuboid. So that is the well connection of edges. You know how many the this block how many surfaces are associated with every 3D figure. So in that sense, in that volume can be divided into the rectangular blocks. So that surface is the meaning of rectangular block by drawing plane parallel to the coordinating plane. So this is usually happen with each and every volume and geometrical figure of mathematics. So now in that case, if you look the volume into different blocks, then of course that is the in x, y and z direction. The 3D figure is there. Then dV is of course dx dy into dz. So it means we can redefine this under the volume integral phi dV is equal to, this may be written as phi, of course, is function of x, y, z, and dx dy dz. So now mathematically how we can go ahead for the computational procedure. So now if vector f is what? f1i plus f2j plus f3k. f1 may be any relation in xyz, f2 may be any relation in xyz, and similarly f3 may be also. Then this integral state that this is equal to, you can take write like this: iota, this I, and the under triple integral v over v f1 dx dy dz, this is there, plus j times f2 dx dy dz, and plus k times f3 dx dy dz. Now you look how as we discussed in the Green theorem, Green theorem was the connection between line integral and surface integral. Okay, so now here the importance of volume integral during the study of Gauss divergence theorem. So let us look what is the statement of Gauss divergence theorem. Let V be the volume bounded by a closed surface S if a vector point function vector f is continuous and has continuous partial derivative. Mind it, continuous partial derivative inside and on the surface S, then the surface integral of vector f over S, that is equal to the volume integral of divergence of vector f taken throughout V. So this is the statement of Gauss divergence theorem. What is the mathematical meaning? Mathematical meaning is under the closed this double integral over the surface S, vector f dot vector ds is equal to this is equal to the volume integral. Volume integral triple integral over V del dot f dV. You know this is a well-known operator del. Okay, if eta is the normal, outward normal to the surface, then vector ds may be written as vector eta dot ds, or we can rewrite this over the surface integral s f o dot eta ds are, this is equivalent to again the volume integral this. So now there are some associated important results. Let us look those results very quickly. This phi dot eta over s ds, it is equal to this integral. This is the triple integral del dot phi ds. Second is the triple integral eta cross f or f cross eta, because cross product has the various application, physical application in the mathematics. So in vector calculus especially, then this may be written as minus times this triple integral del cross f dv, where phi is the minded. This is phi is what here? Phi is scalar point function. Phi is scalar point function defined in the region V, enclosed of the closed surface S. And third, if S is minded, this is under different circumstances. If S is the closed surface, then prove that. These are also important results, and you can establish also. So their proof is also important. Because of that, I have written like this. So it is advised to all the viewers and the students, you have to prove. The proof is very simple. With the help of all the formula only, you can very quickly you can prove, and the proof is already given in all the good books in vector calculus. So you have to go through the book and look the proof part. So under the double integral surface integral s ds is equal to this. This is also an important result. This is also an important, in this case s ds is 0 and r cross eta ds is equal to 0. You know what is r, and this the double integral under the double integral over v del cross eta dv is equal to 0, and this under the surface integral r vector r divided by r cube dot vector eta ds is 0. So these are few results you can go through and look and derive the result, and this is also important result after establishing the proof. Now let us look one important question for the engineering student is you have to verify the Gauss divergence theorem. So I have taken one example, just go through that example. Verify Gauss divergence theorem. Gauss divergence theorem for vector f is given, that is 4xz iota minus y square j plus yz k over the cube. Mind it, this is the cube. Cube is given, cube bounded by x is 0, x is 1, y is 0, y is 1, and z is 0, z is equal to 1. So first of all, you have to memorize what is the statement of Gauss divergence theorem, and you have to mention here also. So according to Gauss divergence theorem, the surface integral is equal to the volume integral. You know this. Here what is f? F is given. So you have to write f. Then the computational procedure. You have to calculate first of all del dot f. The del, you know the operator, the del over del x, and then 4xz here. You can note here plus del over del y partial derivative minus y square. So minus y square from here and then yz from here. You can write. Then after partial derivative you will get 4z minus y. Now you can calculate the triple integral del dot vector f dv is equal to, again you look the cube everywhere for x, for y, and for z. This is the symmetrical 0 to 1, 0 to 1, 0 to 1, and the given here you have calculated 4z minus y. The 4z minus y dx dy dz. Now this is the completely the question of triple integral, and triple integral is you know how to evaluate, but for your sake of information I have here given a few steps. 0 to 1, 0 to 1, 4z minus y. Now with respect to first, with respect to x, means x this 0 to 1, again 1 minus 0 is 1, then there will be no change, the 4z minus y dy over dz. Now with respect to y you will do this, and then after putting the value you will get 4z minus half dz. Then after again the integration you will get 4z square minus 2 minus half minus z by 2 0 to 1, and the value you will get 3 by 2. So now it is easy to see that surface S contains 6 faces. Just to look the cube. So this is the cube I have tried here, and the 6 faces already it is here. You can look. So all the 6, what is the surface integral? Now we have to evaluate. Volume integral was easy, but now we have to describe all the 6 faces. So and it will what will be the surface integral over the surfaces? Means this is the combination, this is the addition of 6 different surfaces. The 6 different surfaces you have to note plus S1 over the S1 f dot eta ds plus over S2 double integral f dot eta ds up to S6 you have to write all the surfaces. And it is advised to my student, you always try to record all the values in a tabular manner. In such cases, that will be always easier for the computation purpose. So here we shall simplify the computation and put in the tabular form. So just you look what is the surfaces. Surfaces I have already taken like A1, A2, A5 and A6. Let us look. This is A1, A2, A5 and A6. So this surface I have taken first. The first is this surface A1, A2, A5 and A6. Equation, what is the equation of this surface? This is given already, that is x is equal to 1. This is what? X axis. This is what? Y axis, and this is Z axis. The equation is already x is equal to 1. And for x is equal to 1, here for this plane, what is the outward vector normal? Upward, that is vector I. So I for this surface is vector I. So vector I means f dot eta, whenever you do, you will get 4xz. But here x is 1, then after putting x is equal to 1, you will get 4z. And what is ds? ds is dy into dz. Similarly, another surface is OA3. Just to look, O and A3. So OA3 is this. So OA3, A4, A7. So OA3, A4 and A7. So O, A3, A4 and A7. So this surface. So this surface you have taken. So what is this? Again, with respect to x only we are doing. So this is x is equal to 0. Here minus iota and minus 4xz is equal to 0 because x is 0. The x is 0, because of that this is 0, and then dy over dz. Similarly, you can go ahead with all the 6 surfaces. So here in this surface A2, A3, A4, A5. Just to look, A2, A3, A4, A5. This surface. So this surface, this surface. So this surface you get y is equal to 1, and then z, j, y is equal to 1 and the value is j, so minus y square is minus 1 and dx, dz, the dx, dz. Then similarly you can go ahead and complete this table, and in the last you can note here all the surface integral means S1 the value will be 0 to 1, 0 to 1, 4z dy over dz, and the value you will get 2. Second integral you will get S2, since here already the value is 0 in the table, so there is no need to write, and you can put simply 0. Third integral you look 0 to 1, 0 to 1 minus 1 dx dz, the value will be minus 1. Fourth integral you will get, again here is 0, there is no need to calculate, and you will get 0. Fifth integral, here 0 to 1, 0 to 1 y dx dy, and then after computation you will get half. And then similarly last integral you will look in the table, this value is 0, because of that you can write the 0. Now in nutshell, in the last step will be yes f dot eta ds is equal to, you have to write here every value of the individual surfaces. So 2 plus 0 plus minus 1 plus 0 plus half plus 0, and the result is 3 by 2. So just to look the previous case, you have already gone through this value. This is equation number 1. So the volume integral is 3 by 2, and then after computing computational procedure, you got this surface integral also 3 by 2. It means from this equation 2, from equation 1 and 2, you can say that you can verify the Gauss divergence here. So you have, with the help of this problem, you have already verified the Gauss divergence theorem. It means now in vector calculus we have completed line integral, surface integral, volume integral, and Green theorem, and this Gauss divergence theorem. One part more, again I will try to put my video on Stokes theorem. In the meanwhile, it is advised to the student, you go through the books and evaluate some problem on volume integral, and some more problem how to verify Gauss divergence theorem. Thank you very much. Stay safe. Thank you.